Cougar end zone. It'll be gathered in there by James Hasty. Goes to one knee. And the Cougars will bring it out to the 20-yard line to get the ball game underway here this afternoon. Denton, a freshman from Los Gatos, kicked it off. And the Cougars will have the ball first down and 10 at their own 20. And they will be going from left to right in front of us from north to south. So right away, Ed Blunt comes out to run the Cougar team. The Cougars will wear their white jerseys, their crimson red pants, gray helmets this afternoon with crimson red numerals. UCLA gold helmets, light blue jerseys, gold numerals, and gold pants. Cougars are ready now, split backs in the backfield. Kitrick Taylor in motion to the right, the full spin, the counter option handoff into the right side. And Kerry Porter takes the ball from the 20 out to about the 24-yard line on the game's very first play. Frank Batchkoff from Reseda, California, leads the way along with Jim Waller, the two defensive outside men on the three-man front for the UCLA Bruins. So Kerry Porter picks up 4, and for Washington State it's second down and 6 yards to go.
Washington State is just trying to work the interior of the line right now to get that option going.
Michael James out to the right side, Rick Chase to the left of the slot inside him. I think that's Victor Wood this trip. Signals called by Ed Blunt at quarterback. Handoff fake to Porter. Blunt will keep the ball down on the left side, goes for about 5 out to the 29-yard line as he took the ball around the left side, rolled and faked the handoff to Kerry Porter, and then followed Porter on the left side of the line and bounced forward on the grass to about the 29-yard line. So for Ed Blunt, a 5-yard run, and the Cougars have their first big play of the ball game. It'll be third down and 1 at their own 29, ball in the middle of the field.
That was a nice play by Ed. He just took it right off the right side, saw an opening, and darted up the middle.
Victor Wood wide to the left now, 2 tight end offense for Washington State. And the split backs are Broussard, and Porter is on the right. Signals called, motion through by Wood to the right side. Here's the counter option turn, pitch back, Broussard dropped the ball, scrambles for it. Broussard recovered it, but back on the 27-yard line, it'll be fourth down.
Very fortunate for Washington State that Broussard was able to pounce on that. He had 3 or 4 UCLA defenders standing right around him. He was able to pull it in. Washington State will have to punt.
Darrell Henley back to receive for the UCLA Bruins. Rob Myers to kick. The snap, the kick away. Good one. He got it up in the air. Back goes the receiver Henley to his own 24-yard line. Running to the left, got a block. He's on the 25. Caught, spun around. Alapati's got him at the 28-yard line. And for the Bruins, the quarterback will be Matt Stevens, Mountain Valley, a senior. I formation in the backfield now with Primus as the tailback. Farr is the fullback in front of him in the eye. Back to pass with a play fake. Pump fake now. Swings it out to the right side. Ball caught out there on the right side. That is Gaston Green who caught that ball, I do believe. And Green swings the ball up over the 30. It was Gaston Green who steps in to start ahead of James Primus. And Green took the ball out to the 33-yard line for about a 5-yard gain.
That was a nice play by Stevens. He tried to go on the quick slant on the outside. It was well covered by the Cougar secondary. Green just released, hit him out there, picked up a nice gain.
So now they go to split backs. It's second down, a short 5 to go at the 33-yard line. Motion through to the left side by Paco Craig. The handoff in the backfield is Green again. And he will drive it across to the left side. Cross-block action that time. And out to around the 37-yard line of the UCLA Bruins. And the Cougars finally got him stopped and down there. That's Rob Cleveland playing a defensive tackle led the way. And Brian Ford, the linebacker, the middle linebacker, was also there at the 37-yard line. So 4-yard gain. And as the Cougars did ahead of them, the Bruins come to a 3rd and 1 situation at their own 37-yard line. First down 10, over the ball at center, Big Joe Goebel out of Midland, Texas. It is a wishbone now. They fake to the fullback and get to the second back through. And that would be Mel Farr, or check it, that may have been Primus now. In the ball game as the 3rd running back, it was. And he takes the ball to the 40-yard line. So a first down at the 40 for the UCLA Bruins, who picked up 3 on the running play. And the first down of the football game. It is no score. We're just underway. Bruins out of that huddle. Their very light blue jerseys, gold helmets, as they move right to left in front of us. Back into the I formation. Green at tailback. Fake to Green. Back goes Stevens. Sets up deep. The rush on. Throws over the middle. And is dropped at the Cougar 35-yard line. Under good pressure, the receiver, Willie Anderson, failed to come down with that ball. He got up, got his hands on it. Thomason was there. And under that pressure, it is an incomplete pass. So it is second down at 10 at the 40 for the UCLA Bruins in a scoreless early first quarter here in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Washington State on defense with 4 down linemen. 1 jumped and got back. I formation in the backfield. Receivers out to both sides. Long count, maybe checking off. Stevens going to run right. Keep the ball. No, he'll pitch it back. Green, and he's dead and knocked down. Green trying to get out of there, and Ricky Reynolds, who rolled up on the left corner, came across the line and knocked him over. And the 37-yard line for a 3-yard loss for the UCLA Bruins. They lost 3 on the play.
Stevens that time audible at the line of scrimmage. He saw a blitz. He tried to go to the option. Beautiful play by the defensive end. I thought that was Cleveland who came up, and then Ricky Reynolds made the tackle on Green.
So now they'll open up the formation, split backs, 2 receivers left, 1 out to the right. It is 3rd and 13 at the 37. Stevens, no fake, straight back drop, good protection, long throw, left side, leaping catch over midfield by UCLA, Carl Dorrell. Dorrell brought it down at the Washington State 46-yard line. The ball of a WSU 46. Here's the fake, the roll right by Stevens now, throws the ball back toward the middle. That ball is caught. Ricky Reynolds makes the tackle. It is Dorrell once again, who is sent out wide to the right side. Came back over the middle to catch that one, and was ridden down by Ricky Reynolds, but he got the ball down to the Washington State 33-yard line. So a gain of 13 on the play, and a first down.
That time Dorrell just came down, ran a curl pattern. He's broken back underneath Stevens, got outside containment, threw it, nice catch, good tackle by Ricky Reynolds.
So the Bruins are 3 for 4 through the air, 2 of them for first downs. They're in an I formation now, and they will move the tight end over to the right side from left. Signals called. Stevens, wide men to both sides in the I set. Cougars 4 down linemen. Here's the pitch back now to Green running right. Slipped the tackle and scrambles down near the 30-yard line. Gaston Green sweeping around the right side. And he got away that time from the first tackler. Collins and Ford were converging on him. They knocked him off balance. And he fell for a 3-yard gain down to the 30-yard line. And so there's 2nd down, 7 yards to go.
Green on the day has 3 carries for 4 yards. Unfortunately, he had that tough loss earlier in the game, but he's not showing any signs of that injury. He's really running well and running very hard. So if there's somebody going to make a tackle, hopefully they can tackle that little toe.
Ball is on the right hash mark at the Washington State 30. UCLA open side to the left. They'll split a man there. Back goes Stevens. Throws back to the right. In traffic, the ball is caught inside the 20 by Willie Anderson. Still struggling and fighting down to about the 18-yard line. Willie Anderson, the fleet junior from Paulsboro, New Jersey, took that ball down to the Washington State 18. A 12-yard gain on the pass and another passing first down. 4 for 5, 3 for first downs. No score, but the Bruins are threatening as they come out of that huddle.
Stevens looks sharp right now.
Ball is on the 18-yard line of Washington State on the right hash. 2 men split short side right. Now they'll bring 1 back in motion. That is Dorrell. Here's Stevens dropping back. Ditches the ball wide. Green at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, UCLA. Gaston Green. Green runs 18 yards on an option pitch around the left end and scores for the UCLA Bruins with 9 minutes and 32 seconds remaining to play in the first quarter. Gaston Green on the pitch back from quarterback Matt Stevens and swept around the left side. It was open for him, and with his speed, once he made the turn and got headed north, he just turned on the afterburners and was gone. 18-yard touchdown run for Gaston Green. That is his 6th rushing touchdown of the year. The snap for the extra point try, and the kick is up. End over end it is good, and the extra point by David Brady, his 15th out of 15 tries, makes the score with 9:32 to go in the first quarter. The UCLA Bruins summoned the Washington State Cougars nothing, and now they will kick off. Watch out for the onside kick. Here's the run forward. Now he'll boot it away. He's going to kick it right over the end zone. So that is a little bit of wasted effort on the kickoff after the 15-yard penalty. The kickers of the UCLA Bruins, Henley or Dent rather, just booted it right over the end zone.
I'm thinking the philosophy behind that is if you kick the ball, maybe get a little worm burner out of it. UCLA, it bounces off a Cougar. UCLA recovers, they get a quick turnover. But Washington State here really needs to get something going offensively because UCLA, it's the kind of thing where it's hot, and if they keep the Cougar defense on the field too long, they're really going to wear them down towards the 3rd, 4th quarter.
Rick Chase comes into the ballgame now after the Cougars were on the field, and Steve Broussard, the running back, out. So the Cougars go to a 1-back offense with Kerry Porter, the runner. Here's the snap. Blunt to Porter on the draw. Fake it. Keeps the ball rolling right. Throws back over the middle. Drop. The ball was in the hands of Rick Chase at the 34-yard line, and he dropped it. He was curling back in, coming back to meet the throw, and the ball down low around belt buckle high, had it in his fingertips and couldn't hold it. And so the Cougars' first forward pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Signals called. Blunt. Counter option turn. Going to run to the right, then drop back. Rush from the back. Hit from behind. Broke down as he was put down hard that time by a good rush by Eric Smith, the outside linebacker from Yorba Linda, California, a junior, back on the 15-yard line. And so the Cougars lose 5, and the Washington State net offense, after 6 minutes of play is exactly 2 yards.
Well, there was no doubt about that. Smith just defeated the block, came around from the blind side of it. He didn't even see the guy. He was fortunate not to fumble that. That could have been a huge turnover for UCLA.
Chase, James, and Wood all come in as wide receivers. Broussard has come out again. So Porter is the lone running back remaining. And the Cougars sent 3 split receivers out to the left. Chase a wingback. Here's the pitch to Porter running that way behind Howard. At the 15, hemmed in, trying to cut back. Got out near the 20-yard line. And that same man, Eric Smith, with excellent pursuit from the outside linebacker spot on the 3-4 UCLA defense, ran him down at the 20-yard line. So the Cougars got the 5 back, but they've run out of downs and yardage. And it is 4th and 10 at the 20-yard line. And in comes Myers to punt once again. And UCLA will set a single safety. Now they draw 3 out of the line. Here's the snap, rush from the outside. A low kick this time at the 40, backing up to take it at his own 35 as the receiver. Fake the reverse, got the ball on the ground. It is loose, a pile up inside the 30, and UCLA has the ball. The receiver, Darrell Henley, started to his left, faked the reverse, or at least looked like it, then at the last moment released the ball, and somehow the ball got loose in that near exchange. 45-yard kick and a -7 return back to the 28-yard line. Bruins start on their own 28-yard line again. The last time they went 72 yards on the drive to score to lead 7-0. Stevens fakes the handoff deep, drops back. Now ducks up, he's caught at the 19-yard line. Matt Stevens, taking a bit too much time, was overrun that time as the Cougars came after him. Ivan Cook was the man who got there along with Bob Gregory, and they put him down at the 19-yard line. So a loss of 9 for UCLA. Back to the 19, and it'll be 2nd down and 19 yards to go there. Ball near the middle of the field with respect to the sidelines. They'll split Paco Craig wide to the right side now. They have a man also split left and split backs behind Matt Stevens, the quarterback. Stevens calls the signals, takes the snap, hands off. Green running to the right on the cross action. Takes the ball out over the 20 to around the 23 or 4. Ronnie Collins, Jim Krakowski there on the tackle for Washington State. Krakowski at the linebacker. Collins in strong safety. Ball to the 23-yard line. And for Gaston Green, a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 15.
This is where UCLA loves to come in and run a split receiver formation. They'll send one man down in a deep post. They'll send another man down about 15 yards and square it underneath. They like to hit that underneath route.
They have Carl Dorrell and Willie Anderson out to the left. They have Bob Garibaldi out to the right. Split back. Stevens, no fake. Deep drop back. Going to throw to the left side. That ball is caught. That looks like the tight end perhaps had caught that and took it to the 31-yard line. And the tackle made by Ron Lee and Sean Landrum for Washington State. It was Mel Farr out of the backfield who caught the ball, the fullback. Farr brought it to the 31, but that's only an 8-yard gain and not enough for a UCLA first down, and the Bruins will have to punt it away. So in comes Harold Barcate, a sophomore from Lancaster, California, averaging a little better than 41 yards a kick. Kitrick Taylor is back at his own 24-yard line. They're trying to get it set now. They move Barcate over a little bit. The linemen getting their blocking assignments all set. Now ready, here's the snap by Riley. Here's the kick away, gets away, a wobbler downfield. Penalty marker is down. Taylor at the 25 has the ball, tries to run up inside. And I think maybe they say he called for a fair catch. He may have thought he was shielding his eyes against the sun. The referee, the official back there, blew it for a fair catch.
Well, Washington State was offsides. It looked like the nose guard kind of leaped right over there, hit the center on the deal. I think they're going to bring it all the way back.
Offside on the Cougars, and a 5-yard walk-off against Washington State. Would not be enough for a first down, but it would give the Bruins an opportunity to kick with a little more yardage at their backs. Barcate standing now back near his own 21. They'll snap the ball from the 36. They move him over again. Now the signals are called. Here's the snap, face high, the rush from the outside. He got it away. Good. High kick. Taylor backing up this time to the 11. As it starts left, cuts back to the right. Trying to spin away, got to the 15 and then is run back. Kitrick Taylor may have made it to the 15-yard line and maybe not. That's how far he came, but apparently they are ruling that he gave ground back to the 13-yard line. A 53-yard punt, 9 yards better than the previous one, and they'll take the ball back to the 13-yard line. So that's where the Cougars will start trailing 7-0.
Talk about a penalty. That 5 yards cost Washington State 15. They would have had it up close to the 30-yard line. Now they have it back just under the 15, about the 13.
So Ed Blunt brings his team out of the huddle for Washington State in their white jerseys, crimson red pants, gray helmets, moving left to right. Signals called. Blunt counter option turn, fakes, rolls back to the right. Now wants to throw. Now he's caught behind the 10 and down he goes. Now we've got a little pushing, shoving match going on, and the officials are jumping in to break that one up. the stop for UCLA made by Doug Wassel, who is an outside, or an end on the right side. The outside man on the 3 down front set. Back at the 8-yard line. So for Blunt, a loss of 5. And for the Cougars, 2nd and 15, back at the 8. The ball on the right hash mark. Wide side to the left. Washington State will send Rick Chase out to the left side. Victor Wood out to the right side. And Kitrick Taylor slotted left. Split backs. Dropping back goes Blunt. Running up the goal line. Throws over the middle. It is caught. That's Kitrick Taylor up and around the 26 or 7-yard line. Taylor going up in the air, spinning into traffic to hold that ball down. And got it at the 27-yard line for a Washington State first down. It's 7-0 UCLA. That is the Cougars' first down in the ballgame. They've gone 3 and out in their first 2 possessions. Now from their own 27. Signals called. Here's motion through left to right by Rick Chase. The handoff in the backfield given to Porter. And Carey drives it straight ahead, but the UCLA Bruin defense was looking for that. And Jeff Glasser, the defensive end on the left side, a 247-pound junior from Houston, was there to lead the way on that tackle at the 28-yard line. So a 1-yard advance by Kerry Porter, 2nd down and 9.
Interesting defense. As soon as UCLA sees motion by Washington State, they send the strong safety up an automatic blitz. Everybody's pitching on the inside. They have a read on the veer, and that's how they're reading it so far, and it's been very good.
Kitrick Taylor wide to the left side. Out to the right is Michael James. Slot man to the left. Split backs. Porter left in the set. No tight end in the formation for the Cougars. Here's Blunt with a handoff now, giving to Broussard. Coming back on counter action over the middle. Got to the 31 as he spun his way forward. It was Broussard on the carry for Washington State. A 3-yard advance out to the 31-yard line. And for UCLA, leading the way defensively that time was Batchkoff and Doug Wassel, the 2 outside men, pinching down on it. Washington State offensively with Ken Kuiper and Chris Dyko at tackles, Ian Lindner, Mike Utley the guards, and Alan Boatman at center on the offensive line. 3rd down now at the 31-yard line. Short drop back. Blunt over the middle. That ball is caught for a first down. Diving and rolling on the ball. Looks like Rick Chase over the 40-yard line. They'll see where they put him down. But Chase made the catch for the first down, and they're going to put him right on the 41. So a 10-yard advance on the pass, and a Washington State first down, their 2nd both through the air. This game is a production of Campbell Impact Sports Incorporated under broadcast rights granted by Washington State University. Any rebroadcast or other use of this program without the express written permission of WSU is prohibited. First down, Cougars, 7-0 UCLA first quarter. Taylor, motion to the left, full spin. Blunt, pitch back, left side, got the ball to Porter. Nothing there on the left side. Carey on the option, took the ball, tried to swing out around the right side, around the left side. And up from the secondary came Alan Dial, junior from Anniston, Alabama, who is not normally a starter. They will put him down at the 42, so a short 1-yard advance for Kerry Porter. And it is 2nd down for the Cougars and a long 9 to go. The ball at their own 42-yard line on the left hash mark. They have open side to the right. Michael James will come wide right. Victor Wood will be a slot right. And they'll split a man left. And now Porter in motion left. Quick pitch Broussard running left beyond Porter. Around the corner, 45-50. Cut it back. Broke a tackle. 40. Down to the 37-yard line. Steve Broussard. The bruiser broke loose. And the little guy from Los Angeles, well, he's little in height, but not in weight. He's a stocky little fire plug. Carried the ball down to the 37-yard line of UCLA. They put it on the 38. So shorten the game by 1 yard, but it's set to 38 in the first down. Cougars trail 7-0. Set with James in motion to the right, tight end right. Here's the handoff. Porter angling back left on the counter to the 30, 25, and knocked out of bounds hard as he really slammed into a defender along the sidelines at the 24-yard line. 14 yards and a first down, Washington State.
Marcus Turner, the left cornerback, number 24, is getting up and he's shaking the official's hands. He doesn't even know what planet he's on. There's also another UCLA defensive lineman down. They cannot afford any more injuries on defense.
Took Jeff Glasser of UCLA off as the injured player without charging a timeout. Replaced him. Ed Blunt ran all the way, scrambling to the right sidelines. Finally threw a pass back over the middle, and it fell incomplete, leaving Blunt and the Cougars 2 for 4 through the air now. And Washington State with a 2nd down 10 at the 24-yard line of UCLA. The Bruins leading 7-0. Split backs in the backfield now behind Blunt. Here's the turn. Pitches the ball back. Broussard running right. Cuts now around the corner. 20, 50, 10, 5. He will score! Touchdown for Steve Broussard. And the Cougars have marched it down the field for the equalizing touchdown. And now have the tying extra point to go. A touchdown run of 24 yards for Broussard on the option around the right side. And the Cougars are right back in this ball game. He went around the right end on the option pitch with 1:18 remaining in the first quarter. The hold by Blunt just inside the 10. The line's ready. The count has started. The snap, the spot, the kick is up end over end. It is good. And so with 1 minute and 18 seconds remaining in the first quarter, it is Washington State 7, the UCLA Bruins 7. The lines are ready now. Terry Porter is on the outside here on the kickoff team for the Cougars on the right side. Here's the long, high end-over-end kick. That will go back into the end zone. Henley's going to return it from there at the 5, at the 10, at the 15. Spins and got to the 17, and Olopati hit him and held on. And we have a Cougar shaken up on the play at the 20-yard line. But big 264-pounder over the ball. Cougars 4 down linemen slanted in on the nose. Split backs in the backfield. 2 men to the right side for the Bruins. Now they'll bring the slot back. Dorrell through in motion to the left side. Stevens hands off in the backfield. That is Gaston Green cracking over left guard and out to the 21-yard line. Maury Metcalf, one of those there, and Brian Ford for Washington State. As they'll put the ball at the 21 for Green, a 3-yard advance. And the UCLA Bruins with the ball, second down and 7. Green 6 carries now, 29 yards. And with 51 seconds and counting left in the first quarter, the score is tied at 7-7 here in the Rose Bowl. The UCLA Bruins in their light blue jerseys, those Honolulu blue jerseys, I guess they call them UCLA blue, gold helmets. I formation, 2 men to the right. Stevens, the fake, drops straight back on the play fake. Now rolls a bit to the right. Flushed out running, throws back on the right side. It is caught. A comebacker at the 38-yard line. And the catch made by Derek Tennell, the tight end. Tennell, the tight end from West Covina, caught that ball out on the 38-yard line for a 17-yard gain.
Stevens is really ripping him up in the secondary. 6 of 7 on the day. He did a nice job. Tennell that time had pretty good coverage by Ronnie Collins. Collins slipped. Ford was there. He threw the ball in. Nice catch.
Saw from the 38-yard line on the right hash mark with a first down. The UCLA Bruins, 7-7 first quarter and almost over. Here is Stevens, the fake. Drops back. The rush is on. He's overrun. Brian Ford got him. Ford just ran him down like a runaway express train. St. Lawrence River Bards run amok that time. Brian Ford came blowing through the middle, Paul, and just overran the quarterback at the 26-yard line.
As they say, he came flying in right up the middle. That was a linebacker blitz all the way. Great play by Ford. Big sack for Washington State.
And the quarter ends at that point. At the end of the first period here in Pasadena, it is Washington State 7, UCLA 7. There's no penalty. It was just a procedural stop to get things checked now to start the second quarter. Now Dorrell in motion to the left again. Here's Matt Stevens with the ball running left. Pitches it back on the ground. Loose. Cougars got it. Maury Metcalf came up with the ball. Now he lost it again. Washington State at the 12-yard line. Metcalf had it and squirted away. And the Cougars did finally come up with it after all. So it's Washington State's football. The ball is down. Put it on the 13-yard line. Ball at the 13-yard line now. First down, 10. Cougars at the right hash mark. Porter in motion to the short side right. Here's Blunt. Drop back. Quarterback throw in the middle of the 10. At the 5, at the 4 goes Eddie Blunt. Blunt on a planned, called quarterback draw. 2 short jab steps back and run it up the middle. And he took the ball down to about the 4-yard line. A 9-yard gain.
Couldn't tell on that fumble for UCLA if it was just a bad pitch by Stevens or he really took a shot. I think it was option all the way. He tried to pitch it. It was behind the person, and the Cougars were all over it.
They, by the way, lost officially 13 yards on that pitch on the ground. And on the first play, Blunt runs for 9, so it is second down, a long yard to go for the Cougars at the 4-yard line of UCLA. Open side to the left, they're on the right hash. Chase in motion, left to right to the short side. Porter, the lone running back, pitch to Porter. Tries the right, and they caught him behind the line. Terry Porter hammered down before he could get back to the line of scrimmage. Excellent defensive play by the UCLA Bruins that time by Eric Smith.
Take into account, Kittrick Taylor so far in the year has 4 straight games where he's caught a touchdown pass. I say if there's time to throw the old alley-oop up in the corner, now's a pretty good time.
Well, here comes Kittrick off the bench. He's in the ball game. So good call so far.
Hopefully. He's on the field anyway.
James will go short side right. Kittrick will be wide to the left. Kittrick Taylor. Chase slot left. Split backs once again behind Ed Blunt at the 6-yard line. Here's the turn. Blunt keeps trying to pitch. It's on the ground. Scooped up Broussard. 5-1. Touchdown. Broussard running backwards into the end zone. He scooped up the bad pitch. Never really got back on balance. He got spun around. And I guess it makes about as much difference spinning Broussard around as it would a downhill cannonball. And to do the kicking, Kevin Adams from Cascade High School in Everett. A Cascade Bruin, and they'll put the ball down just inside the 10-yard line. Rosenball will now hold the ball. A snap, here's the kick up, end over end. It is good. And so the extra point is good. And the Cougars are on top as we have only 13:24 remaining in the first half. And the score is Washington State 14, UCLA 7.
3 plays, 12 yards, 1 minute 14 seconds on that drive. Total offense in the first quarter for both teams, UCLA 87, WSU 89.
And here's the kick down. It will go to the end zone. Henley has it back there, will not return it. And the UCLA Bruins, who have turned the ball over on 1 occasion, will now bring it out and start at their 20-yard line. By the way, on statistics, John Catton, a former Washington State University student, now with the powerful voice of the San Joaquin Valley KTIP in Porterville. Cougars 4 down linemen at the line of scrimmage. Hiller is still in at the defensive end, replacing Ivan Cook. I formation in the backfield. Stevens a turn, drops back. Full 360 turn, throw left side, underthrow, incomplete. Trying to get the ball to Gaston Green, swinging out from the tailback in the eye to the left side, and just simply underthrew the ball under pretty good pressure that time, as the Cougars have sent Ronnie Lee right down the pipe from the defensive right side.
Washington State is starting to do a little bit of blitzing, and they're blitzing on first down because the tendency so far in the game for UCLA is to throw that. Nice pressure also by Tim Downing and Rob Cleveland up the middle.
Bruins have that one good march to score their first possession, going 72 yards, have not accomplished much on offense since that time. Now they'll split receivers to both sides. Here's the handoff to the fullback, and there's nothing there as he got short of the 20-yard line, stacked up and run back. The Cougars came and got him. And Tony Savage, one of the big defensive linemen, was the first man there. Alapate in the ballgame was there, and so was Rob Cleveland, as lots of Cougars got there to knock down the fullback, Mel Farr, back at the 19-yard line. So it will be 3rd down for the UCLA Bruins now, and 11 yards to go.
The Cougar defense is looking super. They're playing excellent football right now.
Well, with a 7-point lead here in the early second quarter, they're able to take some chances now, and they're doing it, and it's working. I formation, tailback Green moves forward, then out to the right side in motion. Stevens with the ball, drops straight back, no feint. Wants to throw, does, bounced it once on its way to Willie Anderson up around the 25-yard line. Incomplete. And so the ball will go over. The Cougars will be back to receive the punt.
And in a very interesting play, Rob Cleveland again was in Stevens' face. Stevens had 5 straight. He's 6 of 9 right now, but he is really looking shaky. He's just trying to get rid of the ball because he's getting hammered.
A lot of pressure, and that time with 11 yards to try and gain. He perhaps was trying to do too much of it on that one throw. The punter is in, and the Cougars have Kittrick Taylor back. They might come after him from the 19-yard line. Signals are called. Here's the snap, the rush from the outside. They block it. The ball blocked. Thomason, it's at the goal line. A scramble for it, and who's got it? The referee says safety. UCLA recovered. The Bruins got it. Kevin Thomason from the right side blocked it. Erwin Chappelle went after it, and was beaten to the ball by one of the UCLA Bruins in a wrestling match just inside the end zone. But a 2-point safety, and the Cougars lead 16-7.
Great effort by Kevin Thomason. He came flying off the right side. He didn't even lay out. I mean, he had that ball beat. Remember, a couple weeks ago against Arizona, UCLA had their very first 2 punts blocked by Arizona. I know Coach Walton and the staff saw that. They went after him right off the bat. Big safety for Washington State, 16-7, and the Cougars will get the ball back. I like it.
It'll be a free kick from the 20-yard line, and now with 12:25 to go in the first half, it is Washington State 16, UCLA 7. Cougars are up 16-7 over the UCLA Bruins following the block punt of the safety. Now the Bruins a free kick. They will punt from their own 20-yard line. So the punter, Harold Barkate, will kick. And the Cougars in receiving formation. Here's the run forward, the kick from the 20. Gets the ball up in the air. Waiting for it at his own 30 now is Kittrick Taylor. Up the middle, 35, 40. At the 45, and down he goes under a stack of blue jerseys. Kittrick Taylor, a 15-yard return on a 50-yard punt on the free kick.
Very nice punt by that young man. Kittrick just took the ball right back up the pipe.
You can't discount the 13. It led to a touchdown. All right, they have two men to the left, split running backs, a man out to the right, no tight end from the 45-yard line, first down 10. Blunt with the ball, spins, hands it away into the line. There's not much there. And I believe that was Mike Pringle, who's in the backfield now for Washington State. And he's underneath the blue jerseys. Blocking ahead of him, Mike Utley. And Pringle carried the ball out to the 46-yard line for only a 1-yard advance on that one.
UCLA is really doing a nice job defensively of taking away the inside attack by the Cougars. Washington State has been effective on the outside, though, so far.
So now out of that huddle again come the Cougars in the white jerseys, the gray helmets, crimson red pants, crimson jersey numbers. Back to pass goes Ed Blunt. Looks right, then left, throws. Taylor, a leaping catch up to the 45-yard line of UCLA and then falls to the 44 as his feet are cut out from under him by Marcus Turner, but at the 44-yard line of the UCLA Bruins. So the Cougars move that ball for a first down, 4 yards up, 6 more, a total of 10, and a first down.
Taylor's second catch of the day, 29 yards. Excellent protection for Washington State up front, and a very nice catch by Kittrick.
So the Cougars leading 16-7 on the march again, 11 and a half minutes to go in the first half. Over the ball, Alan Boatman. The snap, Blunt with the ball running left. Avoided the tackle, got down to about the 42-yard line. Now we've got a little bit of pushing and shoving going again, and the officials jump in. Pringle was on the ground. One of the UCLA players continued after him, and Utley jumped in to break that up, and then one of the officials got in there as well. Ball to the 42-yard line on the running play.
That's a mountain of a man in there. I would not want to have to kick sand in his face. He'd just pick you up and throw him about the 37th row.
So the Cougars now face a second down 8 at the UCLA 42. Ball on the left hash, the open side to the right. Two men split right. Blunt with the ball, takes it, rolls right. Now he's running, throws the ball upfield, incomplete. Off the hands of Victor Wood, and then continued on and caromed off the fingertips of Kittrick Taylor, who had a shot at it, and it's an incomplete pass.
Any more hands, we'd had a volleyball match. Kittrick was under a lot of pressure that time, or Ed was under a lot of pressure. He really threw the ball with some steam. It went right through Wood's hands, but pretty good pressure by the defense on the left side for UCLA.
Blunt 3 for 6 for 39 yards passing now for Washington State. The Cougars lead 16-7 here in the early part of the second quarter, and have the ball on a big play, a 3rd and 8 in the UCLA 42. Wide side is to the right, ball on the left hash. Split backs, Blunt with a snap, straight back, no fake. Sets up, lot of time, throws right, it is dropped up the 35-yard line. The ball was delivered very low, and Michael James turned back and tried to make a shoestring catch, and did not hold on to the ball down low. It's an incomplete pass, and so the Cougars now come to 4th down and 8 at the 42, and here comes punter Rob Myers into the game. Single safety will go back for the UCLA Bruins now. They'll have one man back. Looks like it'll be Ron Carragher that has gone back. Now we're set. Here's the snap back. And the Myers kick away, pressure in the middle, got it up high, it'll be inside the 10, it's going to hit at the 2, and goes into the end zone. Erwin Chappell, after that ball downfield, but the ball went on through. Jim Krakowski was also there. Pretty good downfield coverage by Washington State, but no return tried, and the ball comes out to the 20-yard line for UCLA.
Myers is trying to angle that one off to the corner. Looks like he just kind of punched it, trying to get Washington State's punt coverage team to get out there and knock it back, but UCLA gets pretty good return on that. That's actually only a 22-yard net gain for UCLA in terms of the punt.
So the Bruins will have the ball now to put in play. 16-7, Washington State on top. Good crowd this afternoon. It was very late arriving, perhaps because it had to cross town on the freeways, but they're here now. I formation, wide men out to both sides. Signals called by Matt Stevens, quarterback with the ball, fakes the draw, drops back to the right, throws upfield, ball caught by the tight end Derek Donnell, and he is out to the 35-yard line. Derek Donnell, the tight end, turned back and caught that ball and was knocked off his feet at the 35. A 15-yard gain for UCLA and a passing first down.
This time Stevens is doing a little play-action pass. He's trying to roll out to the right side. Good pressure by Washington State that time, but he picked him apart
second catch of the ballgame for 32 yards. He had 7 for 72 coming in. I formation in the backfield again. First down, Bruins at the 35. Stevens fakes the draw, rolls out to the left this time, has some running room to run. 35-40 on the left side, and got to the 44-yard line and is hauled down there. And Sean Landrum was there to get him around the knees and haul him down with Brian Ford coming from the inside to help. But they'll put it on the 44, so a 9-yard rushing gain. The UCLA Bruins, Paul, have 6 first downs in this first half, only one of them on the ground.
Well, that was a very nice play by Stevens. He read it all the way and was able to get down close to that first down. I think you're going to see a little far action here, a little fullback up the middle.
Now they go to the full house set, the wishbone with 2 tight ends. Second down and 1 at the 44-yard line. Stevens checking off at the line now, calling the play. Takes the snap, fakes to the fullback, runs right, hit behind the line, but tries to push the ball forward and may have made it. He was caught behind the line. Ford and Krakowski had a hold of him, but he lunged forward and held the ball out at arm's length as he was falling. And he may have gotten the first down. That's how close he came. They're going to go over and bring the sticks in now to measure it at the 45.
That was a nice play. They audibled at the line of scrimmage. You could see Stevens bouncing around there. He's looking to either side. He saw something he liked. He audibled to the option, came down the line. Good pressure by the Cougars coming up there, forcing Stevens back inside. That was just a nice effort by him.
Did not make it. 6 inches short. And so it'll be third down and 6 inches to go. The ball is nose up against the UCLA side of the 45-yard line. And really what they have to do to get the first down is get it just clear of the Cougar side of that white stripe, which is 4 inches wide, so it's a little more than 4 inches to go. Now again, they're in that power formation, the wishbone with 2 tight ends. Signals Stevens at quarterback. Cougars jump, and flags fly, and they got their first down. Unless they were drawn offside, the middle of the Cougar defense responding to the quarterback's count. And I think it was Tony Savage who went first, but it looked like there was more movement than just that one man along the Cougar line. It is against Washington State, and a first down for the Bruins out to the 50-yard line on the penalty.
Well, Mr. Savage is going to have the pleasure of running a few stairs for that penalty. That's unfortunate. He was over the ball again, a little excited, tried to get in the gap, shot it a little bit too early. First down, UCLA.
So the Bruins, trailing 16-7, stay alive on the drive now. No tight ends now. Oh, there is one, Tennell, but he's playing as an H-back in motion left. Back goes Stevens, sets up, throws right, it's incomplete. Behind the intended receiver, Ricky Reynolds in coverage on William Anderson. That's a pretty good matchup out there. Ricky Reynolds and Anderson there. That's a war. And the ball was thrown a little behind Anderson and incomplete.
Willie's nickname's the flipper, and that time it looked like it. He just kind of scooted out there with that hand and was cleaning off the grass. Ball's in behind him. Man-for-man coverage in the secondary. Good coverage by Ricky.
Stevens at quarterback now, sets him in an eye. Wide receivers out to both sides. Corners sneaking up for the Cougars. Here's the handoff inside of the fullback. Bounced off a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Breaks it over the 40-35. Ball is loose at the 33-yard line. Some of the Cougars say they have the ball. Let's see what the officials say as they move into unpilot. Marcus Greenwood was the fullback carrying the ball for UCLA. Bounced out of there on a good run, but then fumbled the ball as he crossed the Cougar 35. Washington State says they have it. They have it, says Jimmy Springer, the referee. The Cougars got the ball. Rob Cleveland made the recovery for Washington State. And it'll be first down at the 33-yard line. First down 10. Actually, the ball's closer to the 34, I would think, though we're looking at it from here. Blunt fakes, rolls left down, got a block and a good one. Throws left side, leaping past Taylor, but he's out of bounds when he came down. And the Cougar bench will not be happy about that. It was right in front of him, but he was hit in the air by Greg Rutledge, the safety, and knocked over the sidelines. It's incomplete.
Marcus Turner was also over there. I don't know what the rule is on that, but they just picked him up and pushed him about 5 yards out of bounds. Nice pass. Unfortunately, Ed threw that ball, took off a little bit on him. Taylor was wide open.
Well, it's really a judgment call, Paul. The official on the line has to decide whether he would have come down had it not been for the contact. Would he have come down inbounds or not?
What is he, superhuman? How do you decide if the guy knocks him 8 feet out of bounds? Well, he would have come down in bounds without a hit.
They charged the poor guy with making that decision, and that's what he has to do. He's got to go A or B. All right, Pringle in motion to the left side out of the backfield. Here's the draw to Porter. Fakes up in the middle, and whistles are blowing. They're going to stop the play. Not Porter, it's Broussard. Broussard and Pringle running in the backfield for Washington State. Delay of the game. The Cougars did not get the snap away in time that time. And so they'll come back and regroup and try to get it done all over again, but with a 5-yard penalty that'll take the ball back now to the 29-yard line. We have 8 minutes and 36 seconds remaining to play in the first half. Washington State 16, the UCLA Bruins 7. By the admission of the Los Angeles papers, the loser here today is likely out of the race for the Rose Bowl game on New Year's Day in this stadium. And right now, the Cougars are pushing the UCLA Bruins precipitously in that direction, but there's a lot of time yet to play. Bruins play a 3-4 defense, 3 down linemen, and it's odd spacing. Here's Blunt now faking on the draw, rolls left, throws the ball upfield, incomplete. Off the hands of Mel Orchard, who had the turn back, was running backwards away from the quarterback when the ball was delivered and failed to hold on.
And that was unfortunate because Ed had an awful lot of room to run. Had he been able to do that, he made the right choice. The ball was just a little bit thrown behind him.
Here's now a split backs once again. Ed Blunt at quarterback sends Pringle out in motion to the right side. Split receivers both ways. And again we have the whistle on the play. As Blunt tried to get the draw handoff to Porter, who was the lone remaining back. And it looks like we've got another delay of game against Washington State. So they're going to walk it off back to the 24-yard line. And the Cougars now face 3rd and 20. A second straight delay, and that's going to disturb Coach Jim Walden, I'm sure, considerably.
That's a little bit interesting. Maybe we have a quick trigger finger there. I don't see any of the clocks in the stadium. I don't know, if they have them here or not, but that's kind of tough. The quarterback likes to see that when he gets down there with a couple seconds left.
Yeah, I was looking to see if they had them on the scoreboard, but I don't. They used to have them underneath the scoreboards, but they don't seem to have them up there anymore. I was looking for them. I haven't found one yet. Blunt goes back to pass, rush from the outside. He'll roll right, throws long over the middle. James, and it's knocked down at the last minute at the 40-yard line. Fine defensive play by Craig Rutledge, the senior from Placentia. Michael James from Link High School in Tacoma had one step on him and was open over the middle. So it is punting time instead. How quickly it can change. Rob Myers to kick now on 4th and 20. Henley, a safety man, is back. Single safety. Here's the snap, a little high. He's got it. The rush on. He got the kick away. A floater. Back goes the receiver. He'll take it at his own 29-yard line. Starts up the right side. Got over the 35 to about the 36 and then is driven back. The tackle made for Washington State, Mitch Dillard and Jim Krakowski were there. Dillard, who is now, by the way, a tight end instead of a center. 47-yard punt that time for Rob Myers. And the UCLA Bruins will start this possession back on their own 34.5, 35.
Yards is doing a great job. 3 kicks, averaging 47 yards a kick so far.
UCLA I formation. The pitch back. Stevens to the tailback. Green running the right side. At the sidelines, 40, broken. Down the lines, 40, 30. Hits from behind. Now caught by Landrum coming across and knocked out of bounds, or he would have gone all the way. He got to the Cougar 15-yard line. That is a 50-yard run. A 50-yard run by Gaston Green for a UCLA first down. And while Sean Landrum came all the way from the right corner over across the field and knocked him out to save the touchdown.
And that was a nice run. I thought he might have stepped out of bounds, but he just tight-roped it right down the sidelines. Great blocking by the Bruins. Knocked everybody inside. Landrum made a touchdown-saving tackle.
So the Bruins at the Washington State 15. 16-7, Cougars lead. I formation. Handoff, fullback. Driving it up the middle now goes Farr. Mel Farr, whose dad played here at UCLA. And then later with the Detroit Lions was an outstanding professional running star. And Farr took the ball inside the 10 down to the 9.
Green on the day, 7 carries, 79 yards. Is he back or what?
Yeah, he's hurt, all right.
Yeah, I guess he'd have about 215 if his little toe is okay.
A lot of guys should be hurt that badly. All right, the UCLA Bruins with the ball on the right hash at the Cougar 9.5-yard line. Wide men both ways, I formation. Matt Stevens, the quarterback from Fountain Valley, calls the plays. Long count. Cougars 4 down linemen. Now the turn to Farr again, running to the right side on a slant. Not much there. Ronnie Lee came up to get him. Marvin Adams was also there. Adams has been marching around down here in Los Angeles wearing a University of Texas Longhorn t-shirt. And he was in on the tackle on that play. And they'll put the ball down at the 8-yard line, so only a 1-yard advance on that one. And it is 3rd down and 3 yards to go at the 8. Ball still on the right half. Paco Craig, a junior from Riverside, wide to the left now as a receiver. I formation. Tight end is also to the left for the Bruins of UCLA. Signals called. Stevens, that fullback right up on his tail. They go to the tailback. It's Green to the left side for a first down. Green to the 4-yard line. He just rocketed through. Boy, does he get out of the starting blocks in a hurry. Gaston Green. He's a 5'11", 190-pound junior from Los Angeles. Took the ball to the 4-yard line, and it is first down and goal to go for the UCLA Bruins after that 4-yard run by Gaston Green.
Nice blocking up front by rushing, 87 yards passing in the first half.
Well, I'll quote from our pregame show in a moment from Terry Donahue. Wing back right, two tight end offense. The wing goes in motion through to the left. Pitch back, tailback, Green running right. At the 5, around the corner, and Collins to the 2-yard line. Gaston Green to the 2. Brian Ford, Jim Kurkowski, and Tuna Alapate were all there, all linebackers, as the Cougars have the speed unit in down at the goal line. And it worked. They stopped him at the 2.
Green did a nice job. Ronnie Lee broke in the backfield, had a chance to knock him down for a loss. He just kind of gave him that shake and bake, rolled right around the side, nearly scored.
Terry Donahue told me on the subject of balance, he said we'd like to play a game in which we have exactly the same number of yards rushing and passing and more points than the other team.
That makes sense.
It does. They're down right now 16-7, but it's second down and goal at the 2. Ronnie Lee moving around, and so is Ricky Reynolds now. Here's the snap, pitch back to Green, gonna run left with a blocker, front cut back, he's in. Touchdown UCLA. Will Farr was out in front of the block, and Gaston Green slipped a little bit as he made the cut, but he got inside the block, the kickout block by Farr, and took the ball to the end zone to score from 2 yards out. So UCLA has scored. Green around the left side, a 2-yard run that comes with 6:01 to play in the first half. It is 16-13, extra point coming.
That's the Green, 10 carries, 88 yards, second touchdown of the day for that young man.
And that was an 80-yard drive for UCLA. They'll try the extra point now, spot the ball at the 10-yard line. The lines are ready to snap. It's on the tee. The kick is up end over end. It is good. The extra point is added for the UCLA Bruins by Ben Breedy. And so with 6:01 to go in the first half, it is Washington State 16, UCLA 14. Well, they have kicked off. Up back, Rich Reed caught the ball for Washington State. There's a penalty marker down as Reed brought it back out to the 18-yard line. He took it on about the 12 or 13, and we have a face mask called against UCLA on the tackle at the 18-yard line. So that's going to help the Cougars a bit. Let's see how far. They're going to bring it out. It looks like a 5-yard walk-off as Jim Springer, the referee, has brought the ball out to the 25-yard line, ruling the foul occurred at the 20. So split backs. Ed Blunt at quarterback calling him. Motion out to the left side. Here's Blunt with the ball. Hand off to Porter on the draw up the middle. Broken tackle, 30. Ran over a man, 40. 44-yard line, Kerry Porter. He broke the tackle just across the line of scrimmage. Literally ran down a defender 5 yards further on and went to the 44 for a first down.
Boy, that was just a great run by Kerry Porter. I mean, he's exploding into people. He's been doing it all game long. He has 7 carries for 42 yards. So the combination between Broussard and Porter has over 100 yards here just in the first half.
That was a pretty good effort of 19 yards for the big guy out of Great Falls, Montana. And now the Cougars will send 2 receivers wide right, Victor Wood and Mike James. They also split a man, Rick Chase to the left. Motion Porter to the left. Here's the pitch now coming left to Broussard. Round the corner there in the 50, down to the 35 to the 44. It was open momentarily, and Steve Broussard finally knocked out of bounds with the UCLA Bruin linebacker Brian Jones out of Lubbock, Texas. But he got to the 44-yard line, so a 16-yard run.
It's been interesting. Washington State has not been effective throwing the ball. Ed's been missing all day long, but they've really been chewing the Bruins up on the ground. That's not UCLA-like.
I like that, chewing the Bruins. That's
thank you.
That's very good.
Patent that one, maybe?
Let's put it on T-shirts and sell them. We can all retire from this business. Cougars ready now. That 16-14 lead. Kitrick Taylor motion through to the right side. 2 men follow him. Handoff is given inside now to Kerry Porter. Bangs on counteraction back over left guard and got down around the 42 or 3-yard line. Kerry Porter was set to the right in the split-back formation and angled back to the left that time behind Ian Lindner and Ken Kuiper, the left guard and left tackle. They put him down at the 43, so only a 1-yard advance on that play for Washington State. 4:45 to go first half. Cougars lead at 16-14. Victor Wood wide to the right. Michael James slot right. Kitrick Taylor split to the left. Split backs behind Ed Blunt, the quarterback. Takes the ball, fakes, drops back. Pump fake, now going to run it to the left. They run it at the 40, ducks his head and got down to about the 38-yard line. And again, that same linebacker is there, Brian Jones for UCLA to pounce on him. Rick Chase wide to the right. 3rd down, 4 for Washington State. Check it, 3.5. Split backs, wide receiver to the left side as well, and now Blunt will check off at the line. He's calling a new play, and the crowd is trying to get into the act. Now he sends a man in motion, Porter to the left side. Back he goes, no fake. Trying to run up in, wasn't there, and down he goes. Thrown for a loss as linebacker
from a strong safety side. The linebacker came from the other side, and they just swarmed over him.
So the Cougars find themselves in a punting situation against a UCLA team that last time they had the ball marched at 80 yards for a score. But time running against the Bruins to do that again. Here's the snap back to Rob Myers and the kick. Rushed from the outside. Angles a soft kick. Fair catch signaled back at about the 12 or 13 yard line. And so the UCLA Bruins will start inside their own 15 now after a 31-yard kick and no return. 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining to play in the first half with a score. Washington State 16, UCLA 14. And next week, the Cougars look at the Stanford Cardinal at Palo Alto.
And that's always a tough game going down there. Coach Jack Elway has his team fired up. They're off to one of their best starts since '79.
John Pay, the great quarterback at Stanford, the latest in a long procession. I formation for UCLA now in the backfield. The quarterback, Matt Stevens, a senior, turns, hands the ball away inside. Far the fullback, the first man. And Hiller got him as he got to about the 19-yard line. Chris Hiller made the tackle. They started on the 13 and pick up 6 on the run by the fullback, Mel Farr, a 6', 213-pound junior from Birmingham, Michigan. 4 carries, 12 yards for Farr. Again, the eyes, second down now and 4 yards to go. Cougars, 4 down linemen slanted in. Tony Savage, the big right tackle. Here's the pitch back now to the tailback. Green trying the right side around the corner. Got to the sidelines and goes out of bounds just short of the 25, but should have the first down. Ricky Reynolds there to lead the way for the Cougars that time defensively. And Artie Holmes was also there.
That's
also coming across, Paul, was defensive lineman Marvin Adams.
Sorry about that, Bob. That's one thing about Gaston Green. He has such good speed to the outside. He dips inside, allows the Cougars to bite on it, then he sprints outside. That's how he picked up that big 50-yard game on that last touchdown.
He has 93 rushing yards in the ballgame now and 11 carries. It's a first down. Cougars lead by 2 points. 2:31 to go first half. Stevens fakes the pitch, bootlegs, rolls right. Rushed, he throws the ball under pressure, and it's brought him in the air, blocked for and caught by UCLA. 46-yard line. Great pressure on the quarterback as Stevens bootlegged out to his right. But leaping Willie Anderson got to that ball and somehow hauled it down at the 46 for a first down, a 21-yard gain.
I know we're in fall, and that was like leaves falling off the tree. And Anderson had Cougars hanging all over him. He just outleaped a couple of guys, pulled it down. Great catch.
Well, so did Stevens. Anderson, 2 catches, 33 yards now. Great effort by Stevens. Here's Dorrell in motion through to the left side, now the wide receiver. Stevens with the ball, going to run the option left. Pitches back to Green, trying to get around the left corner. He's at the 50, or past the linebacker, down the sidelines, at the 20, the 15, the 10, out of bounds, inside the 10. He's out of bounds at the 42. Gaston Green stepped out, back at the 42-yard line. They're going to bring most of that back. It's enough for a first down, but they're going to bring it back to the 42-yard line as Gaston Green hit the sideline in front of the UCLA bench. And I think he must have. I don't see it. Not a word out of anybody on the UCLA bench about the call.
Well, it looked like Artie Holmes just kind of popped him enough to put 1 or 2 feet right on that white line. And it was interesting. Bob Gregory and also Ricky Reynolds came in from opposite sides of the field to chase him all the way down and knock him out of bounds. But that was the second time he was out of bounds in the play.
It's a 12-yard gain and a first down officially. And 2:02 to go. Ball at the Cougar 42. Handoff, Green again. Slants through on the left side and takes it down almost to the 35-yard line. Willie Anderson and Paco Craig both out to the right. Nobody to the left. I formation. The tight end is set on the left side. Cougars with 2 men out to cover the 2 wide receivers. Stevens, the quarterback, long count at the line of scrimmage snap. Pitch back to the tailback. That is not Green. Now he breaks it. It is Primus down the left side. Will go all the way and score. James Primus, the other tailback, breaks it in from 36 yards out. And the UCLA Bruins have gone on top with 1:33 to go in the first half. Primus takes the pitch to the left side. They might be going for 2. They've had the ball placed just inside the left hash mark, so apparently they're going for 2. 2 men split right. I formation. Stevens, the quarterback. Now they move a wing back. That's Primus, wing on the right. Back goes Stevens to throw. The rush on is going to roll right. Long stays on. Got it there to Willie Anderson for the 2-point conversion. So they get the 2-point conversion. And the UCLA Bruins, who were down 16-7, have now come back and scored twice here, an 8-pointer, and now lead it by a score of 22-16. in this first half and lead 22-16 as they kick off. Ball to Reed again over on the receiving left side. Upfield 15, 20. He's at about the 23 or 4 yard line. Rich Reed carrying the ball back. And I think they're going to put him down around the 23 or 4. We'll see as they spot the ball. It's in the side zone. They'll bring it into the hash mark and start from there with 1:23 to go first half. Well, the Cougars haven't turned it over yet, but they do trail 22-16 with a minute 23 to go. Ball is near the 24-yard line on the left hash. Porter in motion. Pitch back in the backfield. Broussard. Thrower on left. He's hemmed in and thrown back for a loss on the 21. A lot of Bruins came after him that time. And leading the charge, Kenny Norton. 21-yard line now. Split backs behind Ned Blunt at quarterback. Cougars second down and 13. Here's Blunt. It's a little delay. The double draw, and he hands the ball off to Porter, slanting off the right side. He faked it one way to Broussard, came back the other to Porter. Cross buck action, and Carey carried it out to the 26 for a 5-yard gain.
That was just a nice, that was a double dive. It's very confusing for a defense because they read the initial dive, then they're starting to react into their pass call, and Carey just took the ball right back up the middle, and he really hammered it up there. It's about 2nd and 7 or so, or 3rd and 7.
Porter 9 carries for 48 yards, says John Captain, and that might be the last play. The Cougars are back in the huddle, and they're just letting the clock count down. It's at 6-5. They're not coming out. And so we have seen the final play of the first half. As time runs off the stadium clock here at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. And the score at halftime, the UCLA Bruins storming from behind. They were down 16-7. It is UCLA 22. Washington State will kick off. UCLA receiving at the north end to our left. The ball is teed up just inside the left hash mark. And the Cougars put the bulk of the kickoff unit over on the right of the kicker, Nick Obrastov. Here's Nick to the ball and sends it into the middle and deep end over end. It'll go to the back of the end zone and be touched down back there for a touchback. So the UCLA Bruins leading 22-16 as we start the second half. Will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A couple of shocker scores. Stanford has given USC a run for their money. It's 7-0 USC over Stanford in the second quarter. Biggie, a very big one if I can find it here. Colorado 17, Nebraska 7 in the 4th.
Wow.
Whoa, some people are going to be celebrating in Boulder tonight.
All right, check on Alabama and Penn State if you will. The unbeatens over there, see if that's it. All right, we're ready. I formation now in the backfield. Matt Stevens, the quarterback for the Bruins, pitches back, running it right. Gaston Green at the 20, 25, open at the 30, 35, 40. And Ricky Reynolds finally got him down with help from Thomason as he got to the 40-yard line. Maury Metcalf is up limping for Washington State. But it was Gaston Green on his first carry, good for 20 yards, and a first down for the UCLA Bruins. So they go right to work again. They went right back to what worked in the first half.
That score, Penn State 14, Alabama 3. That's in the third quarter. That time they just punished Washington State on the outside. They're kicking out and then running right up in the gap, beating up on the corners.
Paco Craig wide to the left side. It's a first down at the 40 for the Bruins, again in the eye with a tight end right. The handoff to Green again, up the middle, nothing there that time. As he was grabbed around the arm as he tried to come into the line, Tim Downing got a hold of him. Downing, the freshman from Durham, California, 6'6", 248 pounds, and down at the 41-yard line. So only 1 yard that time for Gaston Green. Bruins out of that huddle. They line up with a tight end on the left side. The tight end is Derek Cannell, 6'5", 235, a senior. Motion through to the left side now by Carl Dorrell. Here's Stevens running left. Late pitch back for Green, who had to reach for it. Got around Collins and Krakowski, but they chased him to the sidelines, and he went out at the 44-yard line. So he couldn't get where he wanted to go. He got outside the 2 defenders, but by that time he'd run out of field. Third down and almost 7. About 6.5 yards to go for UCLA. They're on the left hash mark now. Back with the ball goes Stevens, fakes the head draw, rolls right, throws to the right, caught by Dorrell. Is he in or out? He caught it and landed on the outside, but they say he was carried out of bounds as the Cougars rallied over there, and Ricky Reynolds drove him over the sidelines. The catch at the Cougar 45-yard line, an 11-yard gain, and a passing first down.
Just a sprint out that time by Dorrell. He was working man-for-man coverage with Ricky Reynolds. Broke to the outside. Stevens rolled and hit him right on the button. Nice catch.
Two-man split wide side left for the Bruins, who lead by 6, 22-16 here early in the second half. The snap, the quick pitch right, Gaston Green running the right side, 45 down to the 40-yard line. That's almost the old USC student body right, student body left attack now as they go to Gaston Green. Brian Ford pursuing. Thomason and Krakowski got there to make the stop. Goebel over the ball at center. He's from Midland, Texas, big guy. High formation. Stevens with the ball to the fullback. The front man far smashes through down to the 30, down to the 29-yard line. Now the ball knocked loose after he hit the ground, but got a fumble. And for the Cougars, Thomason was there on the tackle. Also there was Marvin Adams. They put the ball down at the Washington State 29. That's 11 more and another first down, this one on the ground. And the Bruins have a very, very impressive drive underway here in the early second half. They lead 22-16, have a first down at the Washington State 29-yard line. Moving left to right, north to south. Signals with wide receivers both ways out of the eye. Pitch back, tailback coming right. Green did a little duck inside, turned out over the 25-yard line down to the 23. Reynolds and Thomason were there to bang him out, the two youngsters from Sacramento, and they got to him at the 23-yard line. So 6 yards, but what a nifty little move that was. They go to split backs this time with two men short side to the right. Now Craig, the receiver, goes through in motion to the left side. Handoff, Green again, lanes it back into the middle over the 20 down near the 17. Gaston Green. It is the Go Green offense right now for the UCLA Bruins. Brian Ford, the middle linebacker, principal tackler for the Cougars at the 17-yard line.
Well, Terry Donahue talked about before the game started that if they found a weakness, they were going to run it to death. He's talked about having an even offense, passing and rushing. So far, rushing is dominating because that's what they're doing.
Carl Dorrell goes wide to the left side now. Willie Anderson split out to the right. The tight end is wide side left on I formation. Cougars 4 down linemen. The linebackers up close. The handoff is into the fullback. Breaks it through in the middle. Greenwood, he's at the 5 at the wall. He's at the goal line. No signal yet as he's down right at the goal line. And I think they say he did not break the plane with the football. Bruin players are signaling touchdown, but the officials are not yet, at least. They apparently indicated that Greenwood, the fullback, did not break the plane. They're putting the ball down 6 inches away. So a 16-yard run for Greenwood as he took it down just short of the goal line.
Well, they're just shuttling fresh backs in there with Farr and Greenwood and Gaston Green and Premise, and they're just beating up on the Cougars.
First and goal from inches away. Two tight end offense. Wingback motion to the left. Handoff, tailback, dives over the top, rolls in the end zone. James Primus for a touchdown. UCLA scores. Primus taps off the drive. 80-yard drive with about a 1-foot dive over the top as he scores for the UCLA Bruins to complete the 80-yard drive. With 11:36 remaining to play in the third quarter, the Cougars, of course, have not had the football in the second half up to this point. It's 28-16, time for the extra point.
And they're going for 2.
They are. They'll set the ball just inside the hash mark on the left side. Cougars getting adjusted for the 2-point attempt. Here's quarterback Stevens rolling right, looking for the receiver, throws into the end zone, open the tight end, Derek Cannell for 2. They score the 2-pointer to Derek Cannell, the tight end. And with 11:36 to play in the third quarter, it is UCLA 30, Washington State 16. Cougars have their 2 men deep at the 15 and also at the 5. Ball is on the left hash mark as we get ready. Here's the run forward now, and the ball kicked across to the wide side of the field, taken back at the 5-yard line with the deep man, James Hasty, up the middle. He comes at the 20 to the 26-yard line, and Hasty disappears at that point as the Bruins rally well to the ball at the 26-yard line of Washington State.
60 yards in the kick.
And out of there come the Washington State Cougars now. They will send Kittrick Taylor wide to the right side, a slot to the right, and Chase out to the left. Blunted quarterback drops back, sets, throws right side. Taylor has it out over the 30 and knocked out of bounds at around the 32-yard line. Kittrick Taylor, the receiver, knocked out of bounds by Darrell Henley, the cornerback, who got him at the 32-yard line. So a 6-yard passing gain for Washington State on the first scrimmage play for the Cougars in this second half.
And they're trying to do the same thing UCLA did, keep them off balance, throwing down on first down.
2 split receivers now wide side left with the ball on the right hash mark. 1 man to the right, no tight end. And split backs behind Blunt. Full turn, going to run left in the option. Pitches the ball back, got it back to the side, but he's trapped. Now gets up to the 30, and is grabbed and wrapped up and out of bounds as he got to around the 34-yard line. The bruiser carried the ball to the 34-yard line and finally was run down. Craig Rutledge, the safety man, was there, as was linebacker Greg Bolin for the UCLA Bruins. They'll put it down at the 34. So the ball placed there will make it third down and about 3 yards to go. Ball at the 34-yard line. Back to pass goes Blunt. Sets up, throws to Taylor, but it's incomplete at the 45-yard line. Kittrick wound up all wrapped up by Craig Rutledge, the safety man, but there was nowhere to go with that one. And so it's going to be third down, second, fourth down, and a long two, about 2.5 to go.
That time Ed Blunt had pretty good pressure on it. Good coverage by the UCLA secondary. The ball was thrown behind him. Taylor has 3 out of the 4 completions. He's caught the ball.
And only 4 for 10 passing for the Cougars and Ed Blunt in this afternoon's game. The punter is in, Rob Meyer. Single safety back for UCLA. Now they drop a couple out to return. Here's the snap, a bit low. Gets the kick away, though, and hangs it up pretty well. Fair catch signaled at the 20-yard line and made there by UCLA with Jim Krakowski downfield in a hurry to cover. And the Bruins will start once again at their own 20-yard line. And it is hot down there and rather humid on that natural grass. Signals called, motion Durrell through the formation to the left. Handoff Green, tried to wind it back in the middle, and there's nothing, no gain that time for Gaston Green. Second down 10 at the 20-yard line for the UCLA Bruins. They lead by 14. 30-16. The Cougars at one point led 16-7. So the Bruins have scored 23 points in a row. High formation. They drop the tight end off into the backfield. He'll go in motion now through to the left side. Here's Stevens, the quarterback. Drop back to the left. Now rolls back to the right. Pump fake. Now lobs it downfield where Anderson couldn't get it. Trying to go over Ricky Reynolds at midfield. And Reynolds stayed right up inside him that time and knocked the ball away on a good play. Burrell will go very wide, almost to the sidelines. Anderson is on the hash mark. Back to pass goes Stevens now. Sets up, rolls a bit left, being chased. Got away from one at the 15 to the 20. Then as he got up around the 28 or 9-yard line short of a first down and was hauled down. Mark Ledbetter from Puyallup, a defensive tackle who in high school was an all-state linebacker, had great pursuit on that time and almost got to the quarterback. But down at the 28-yard line, an 8-yard run, and in comes the punting unit. They hurry him on the field. Kittrick Taylor is back. Scrimmage at the 28-yard line. The punter is in for the UCLA Bruins. He's had 1 block today. Now we're all set. Taylor back on his own 30 to receive the kick. Long count. Here comes the snap back to Rush from the outside. Almost got it again as Alapate was there. Ball hits at the Cougar 35. High bounce. Kittrick gets out of the way. The ball is going to bounce around at about the 29-yard line and will be whistled dead at that spot. A 43-yard punt, no return. As the ball hit, bounced high, and Kittrick Taylor had no opportunity to catch and return. So they'll put it on the 29. First down and 10. Trailing 30-16 with 9:11 to go in the third quarter. Cougars have not been able to get anything going in this second half. Only 8 offensive yards so far. Ed Blunt fakes the pitch right. Going to roll left now. He's going to try and throw. Penalty marker down. Holding on the Cougars. And Blunt is dropped at the 25-yard line. Blocker out in front of Ed Blunt just had his arms around a UCLA lineman and was hanging on. And the flags are down as Blunt was dropped back at the 25-yard line or thereabouts. That's one, Paul, that UCLA could very well afford to decline.
Oh, they really could. Just a great defensive play. UCLA is really beating the Washington State Cougars in quickness defensively. They're just getting around the end. They're putting a lot of pressure. Blunt's trying to roll out to get that floating pocket. Unfortunately, it was a hold. I think they'll decline it because it was about a 10-yard loss on the side.
Actually, it was back to the 22 is where they've spotted the ball, which is 7 yards, and that's a big loss. They'd only lose 10 on the holding penalty, but they get the down back. So they will decline the foul, and the down will count. So a 7-yard Cougar loss, and the total second half net offense is only 1 yard now as Blunt lost 7 on the play. And the ball is back at the 22-yard line, second down and 17. Cougars will come out with Rick Chase wide to the right side. Rod Olson is now playing the tight end on the right for the Cougars, and split backs behind Blunt. Ed with the ball, straight back, no fake. Now rolls right, running out toward the right side, throws back in the middle, tipped away. Meant for Rod Olson. Ball tipped by a UCLA defender who went diving, and I think that was the safety man, Craig Rutledge, who got a hand on the ball and knocked it down. Now a big one, 3rd and 17 for the Cougars. Motion Porter out of the backfield to the left. Blunt back on the draw to Broussard, and there's not much there. And the Bruiser fights his way to the 25-yard line. Steve Broussard dragged down there by linebacker Eric Smith, and listen to the UCLA crowd for their defensive unit. points, and the Cougars know they've got to get something going. So here's Rob Myers back in to do the punting. Single safety back for UCLA. Here's the snap. The rush from the outside, but he got it away with lots of time. Good kick, spirals downfield. Taken back at the 34, to the 36, maybe the 37, and boom, down he goes at the 37-yard line. And Tim Scholes, who snapped the ball to start it, was the first man there, and Ron Lee was right along with him. Ball is on the 37-yard line of UCLA, out in the middle of the field. They'll be in the I formation, receivers both sides, and the tight end is to the right. Stevens, the quarterback, pitch back, going to fake the reverse. No, it is the reverse, running left, Dorrell, looking for a block, ducked inside it, got up over the 40 to about the 42-yard line. He finally found the block he wanted, then got inside. Tony Pankoff, the center, was the blocker, and Dorrell, running the ball around the left side of the reverse from right to left, was pointing out where he wanted Pankoff to block, finally got it, and brought the ball to the 42-yard line.
Nice effort by Bob Gregory back there. He destroyed a couple of blockers. Unfortunately, was not able to make the play in the backfield. Dorrell made a nice run.
2nd and 5. Formation, pitch back now, tailback Primus picking his way just back to the line of scrimmage on the left side. And he is ridden down. James Hasty is there from the right corner. Ivan Cook was there. Rob Cleveland was in on the tackle for Washington State. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for UCLA. The Bruins on top, 30-16. Just under 7 minutes remaining to play here in the 3rd quarter at the Rose Bowl. What a day it has been. The San Gabriel Mountains are looming up there. The smog we had earlier today is fairly well blown away, and the mountains are very clear. You can even see the transmission tower up on top. Here's the fake to the tailback now. Stevens rolling right, throws to the right side, and is caught by Dorrell at the 50, and down he goes immediately. Carl Dorrell hooking back to the middle. Ricky Reynolds stayed right with him, giving forward progress to the Cougar 49-yard line on that completion for a 1st down.
Credit that play with Stevens. He again got to the outside, broke containment inside. Dorrell was able to pick a niche.
And well over 250, 60 yards for the game. Here's the snap. Stevens fakes the draw to the tailback, goes straight back, throws right side. A comeback catch by Anderson, and Reynolds rammed him out of bounds inside the Cougar 35-yard line, down near the 33. So at the 33, a 16-yard advance, and another Bruin 1st down.
And again, Washington State's defense got caught. That time, Washington State was trying to blitz that time. Man-for-man coverage. Ricky Reynolds was in pretty good shape. Anderson just pushed him down the field. 3rd catch of the day, 49 yards, and they're looking pretty tough right now.
Gregory comes out of the ballgame now at linebacker for Washington State. Somebody jumped in the middle for the Cougars that time, and the contact made by Mark Ledbetter. Now, is he drawn off by movement in the offensive line, or did he jump on his own? The ball at the 34-yard line of the UCLA Bruins at the moment. It was on the 33 when Ledbetter jumped across and made contact, knocked the center and the ball back almost a yard. And they're going to pick it up and walk it off against the Cougars. And by gosh, Paul, Ledbetter picked up his yard when they paced it off. They paced it from where it had finished the play. They only went actually 4 yards.
Well, that was nice, but it's the same old mistake. It's a mental mistake. You can't make that. You're standing over the nose guard. When the ball moves, then you move.
They put it now on the 29-yard line, so a 4-yard penalty for offside encroachment against Washington State. UCLA with the ball, 1st down and 6. Should be 5. All right, long count out of the I formation now. Here's the snap, the pitch back to the tailback. Primus running left, looking for a little hole, squirts across the 25, and will be on the ground at just about the 25-yard line. Brian Ford, the middle linebacker for Washington State, leading the way. Kevin Thomason was also there. Call at the 25-yard line, so a 4-yard advance for James Primus. And a 2nd down and about a yard and a half to go for the UCLA Bruins. 2nd down, 1.5. Wide right now goes Dorrell. They split a man wide left. I formation, tight end is to the right. Here's the handoff to the fullback, the first man, Greenwood, and he spins his way through for a 1st down. That was the quick handoff to the fullback, set up right behind the quarterback. He just turned away, handed the ball to Marcus Greenwood, who banged on through down to the 21, and a 1st down. Cougars have had the ball for only 6 snaps and 2 punts in this quarter in just about 10 minutes. Here's Stevens again rolling right. Here comes Collins. The throw to the right side is incomplete. Collins coming one way, Ivan Cook coming the other. And as the quarterback, Stevens, trying to roll away from Ronnie Collins, he rolled right into Ivan Cook. and got flattened as he threw the ball, and it's incomplete.
Well, he did a nice job of getting rid of the ball, and that would have been a sack all the way back to about the 35-yard line. So far, UCLA rushing 251 yards, passing 122. I think I know what they're working on.
Yeah, they ought to be working on rushing now to try to get caught up here. Huh?
Yeah, maybe, you know, to get back to that 250-250 split.
I formation, two tight end offense, one receiver out to the right side. That's Durrell. Now here's the handoff to the tailback. Green slams through on the left side over the 20 down to the 17-yard line. So the UCLA offense, gearing on this third quarter, has really been grinding it out. Now back to pass goes Stevens again, sets up, throws to the right side, and is overthrown. Again, that matchup. This time it was Durrell and Ricky Reynolds. UCLA will try a field goal at this point. David Freeney will try it. He'll kick off the 24-yard line at the left hash mark, so it'll be a 34-yard field goal from an angle left if he makes it. The lines are set. The snapback on the 24 of the kick is long enough, end over end, and is good. Freeney from 34 yards with 4 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. Freeney kicks a field goal 34 yards, and it makes the score UCLA 33, Washington State 16. For the Bruins, Alfredo Velasco will kick it off. UCLA leading 33-16, 4:28 to go in the third quarter here in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Natural grass field. Here's the run up now. Closely cropped grass. Long end over end kick. Hasty. Nope. It'll be taken by Mike James back inside the 5. At the 10, trying to get to the middle, and down he goes and around the 14-yard line. Michael James, a wide receiver, took that ball over in the side zone, brought it back into the middle. They'll put him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be first down 10 for Washington State. So the Cougars now will come to the line of scrimmage with Ed Blunt at quarterback. He will split two men to the left side, the short side. Now James goes in motion through the formation to the right, split backs. Here's a handoff to Porter. Carry up the middle, caught by the arm, by the head, and fights his way out to the 20-yard line. One man caught him by the arm, and then it was Jim Waller who got his hands up around his head and kind of yanked him off balance, and Carey fell to the 20-yard line. The Cougars do not have a first down in the second half.
This is the same way Washington State started off the game. They went 3 straight consecutive series, 1, 2, 3, and punt. Then they started rolling. The second quarter was a biggie for them. Let's hope that the fourth quarter can be that same way for Washington State.
Cougars break out of that huddle with 2 men to the left side, and now we have a series of whistles down on the field. And UCLA will take a charged timeout. All right, here we go. The timeout period is over. The Cougars to the ball at the 20-yard line, second down and 4. Victor Wood in motion through to the right. Blunt, the pitch to Porter, running right side, cuts it back in the middle, trying to fight his way for a first down. Is stopped about a yard short at the 23-yard line. Kerry Porter turning back into the middle, and Jim Waller was on top of that pile for the UCLA Bruins. Alan Dial, the free safety, was at the bottom of the stack, and the ball wound up on the 23-yard line. So Porter 1 yard shy of a first down. Big play for the Cougars, 3rd and 1. Out of Adelaide come Alan Bookman from Kettle Falls over the ball in center. Ed Blunt, the quarterback. Now motion Porter out to the right. The pitch right goes to Broussard. Dives it back in. Didn't make it. The defense led by Ken Norton. There for UCLA to make the tackle. And Norton stopped him right at the line of scrimmage and drove him back. 4th down 1.
Well, that's just a case of UCLA getting after it. They really did a nice job of swarming to the defense. Hey, this is the 3rd straight series for Washington State here in the third quarter. They've been 1, 2, 3, and punt. And you don't win football games when you go 1, 2, 3, and punt.
Certainly do not. You've got to move that ball up the field. Even if you don't score, you must improve your field position and make the other team play on the long field, and the Cougars have not done that in the second half. 10-man rush line defensively for UCLA. A kick from the 23-yard line. Myers back. Here's the snap, a bit high. No rush. They backed off. The kick is up. It's a good one. The receiver waiting will backpedal inside his own 30 to the 29. Then retreats to the 26, running right up the sidelines. He's on his way. 50, 45, 40. Knocked out of bounds by Rod Myers and a fine tackle. Myers waited for him, and a textbook tackle drove him out of bounds on the play. 48-yard kick, 24-yard return. The ball at the Washington State 37-yard line, first down 10. Back to pass. Stevens, home run ball for the end zone. Incomplete. Ricky Reynolds knocked it away from Willie Anderson. Anderson was there. He was a step deep, but he had to wait up a bit for the ball. And it gave Ricky Reynolds a chance to get the hand up to the football and knock it down.
Well, what a great battle between Ricky Reynolds and Anderson. Anderson. If you remember, Anderson went up, had that big catch in the second quarter that allowed UCLA to drive down the field and score right before halftime. That really hurt. That time, Reynolds one title with a great play.
Problem Reynolds is having is one time it's Anderson, next time down it's Durrell, and they're just flying down there on him. All right, signals called. Stevens pitch back now. It goes to the tailback. Primus running left, tried to change pace, and is ridden down right at the line of scrimmage at the 37-yard line. As Maury Metcalf and Brian Ford came after him, Metcalf made the first contact. No gain.
Final score, USC 10, Stanford nothing. Ouch.
Well, that kind of shut everything that's going on in the Pac-10 because USC now starts to win again. And who knows where it's all going to lead. A couple of linebackers come out. It's the Cougars at 3rd and 10 for UCLA. We'll go to the extra defensive back. Bob Gregory, the only linebacker, I think, remaining in the ball game. Everybody else a DB behind the line. Back to pass. Stevens throws off balance. Caught over the middle at the 25. Willie Anderson. That time ridden down by Sean Landrum. Stevens went back, and Paul, he threw quickly. He was not set. He was throwing off his back foot that time, but he found his man.
Well, the Cougars were blitzing again. They were man-for-man coverage. I think Anderson was able to break side of the corner. He had a step on the quarterback, was able to pull it down. He's got 4 catches on the day for 63 yards. That's just a great play, run-pass combination between those.
10th passing first down for UCLA. They're at the Cougar 24 and leading 33-16. Stevens, a little fake in the backfield. Green drives the left side, stopped in a stand-up play by Maury Metcalf. They couldn't get him down, but then he couldn't break the tackle either. And so the gain is down to the 25-yard line. Well, it's not a gain, that's a loss. He started on the 24, so he was actually stopped a yard behind the line. And it'll be second down, 11. The ball is on the left hash mark at the Washington State 25. The UCLA Bruins with the ball. Gregory and Metcalf are outside linebackers. Back to pass now, rolling right. Stevens, pump fakes, now throws downfield, diving try, incomplete at the 10-yard line. Paco Craig, and the ball was thrown out of it at the 10. Reynolds and Collins, the nearest defenders. Out on the right side goes Durrell. I formation in the backfield. Long count now by Matt Stevens, the senior quarterback. Takes the snap, drops back, no fake. Sets up deep in the pocket, throws to the right side. Man, there, got it out about the 7-yard line. Carl Durrell. Durrell got himself wide open. He found a soft spot of the defense over near that sideline and had to look for the ball, but he caught it and tiptoed out of bounds at the 7. First and goal and leading 33-16. UCLA at the right hash mark on the Cougar 7-yard line. I formation. They're checking off at the line as Stevens changes the play. Now with the ball, gives to the fullback. First man breaks it through at the 5. Touchdown. No ball. A quick handoff to the fullback. Even though Paul are running in the I formation, that is a play that is sort of left over from the wishbone. Hit the ball to the close fullback and let him hit it quickly.
Well, the linebacker has to fill. There's only one man in there, and he was blocked. Mel Farr just read it, did a nice job, cut back inside. Tomlinson tried to come up for the free safety position to make the tackle. He just hurdled the touchdown, looked easy.
And now they will try the 1-point conversion. And the kicker, David Freeney. Ball to be spotted at the 10-yard line. Here's the snap. It's on the tee. The kick is up. It is good. Freeney's extra point. The score now becomes UCLA 40 and Washington State 16. Velasco will kick off. The Bruins left to right from north to south. And James Hasty is back at the goal line for the Cougars. Here's the kick. Not going to make it to the goal line. It'll come down short at the 9-yard line on the left side. James has the ball up to about the 18 or 19 and then ducks his head into the downfield rush by UCLA and is tackled by Darrell Henley, a defensive back and sometimes kick returner for the UCLA Bruins. And the Cougars will start at their own 19-yard line.
Well, if you believe in miracles, Washington State can come storming back. I seem to remember a couple years back, what was the score, 42-14? That State
averaged 28 points in the fourth quarter.
Who knows? Start praying, folks.
That's where the Cougars go next week. You think we'll see anything as wild as the last time?
I don't know.
All right, split backs. Ed Blunt, the quarterback, calling the plays. Blunt turns on the counter option, runs right, keeps the ball with a fake pitch. Up the field he goes at the 25 and goes to about the 28-yard line. Eddie Blunt faking the pitch to the trailer and took the ball upfield around the right side. So Blunt to the 28-yard line. And that would be a 9-yard run. Second down and 1. Cougars still looking for their first down of the second half and may not get a playoff here in the quarter, so it looks like they'll be blanked in the first down department in the third quarter. Down to 0. Is going to measure to see whether or not they have a first down. Alan Boatman over the ball at center. No tight end. They have 2 men left, but now bring one in motion through to the right. Stallworth. Quarterback Keith Blunt has the first down as he took the ball, slid to the right. And behind the blocking of Mike Utley and Chris Dyko, that human wall of China there, they drove it over the 30-yard line to the 31 for a first down. Utley is 6'7", 286. Dyko is 6'8", 265. Just a couple of growing kids.
Those are large campers out there, no doubt about that.
They're both sophomores. 2-yard gain and a first down. Only the 8th on the ground for the Cougars and their first down of this half. Now Boatman back over the ball at center. Blunt the counter option turn, going to run right with the ball. Fakes the pitch, got hit as he got to around the 32 or 3, and then is driven back. Away the tacklers that time for the UCLA Bruins. Doug Klein, a linebacker, was the first man there to get him. Klein coming first, and then help arrived, and they drove Ed Blunt back. And 2 men split to the left for Washington State. Tight end is to the right. Mitch Dillard, the tight end. Split backs. Here's Blunt with the ball, rolling left behind a block. Throws the ball upfield. Caught up there by around the 50-yard line, and down immediately, falling inside the 45 goes Rick Chase. Chase made the catch, and his knees hit down at the 45 of UCLA. So the Cougars get a life now. They're at the 45. Here's Blunt, and the ball is dropped on the handoff to Broussard. Scramble for the ball. UCLA players say they have it, and so does the official. It is recovered by the UCLA Bruins. The ball recovered by Brian Jones, a linebacker, as it went astray on the handoff between Ed Blunt and Steve Broussard, and is recovered at the 46-yard line of the UCLA Bruins by Jones. 13 minutes to go in the game. Have the ball. High formation. Stevens fakes to the tailback, drops back deep, going for it all. Down the right side, the ball is incomplete. So the Bruins trying to strike quickly with a turnover, take advantage of that and the momentum going in their direction. Threw the ball down the right sidelines, but an incompletion. 12 minutes and 58 seconds remain in the ball game. 40-16, the Bruins on top. Cougars at Stanford next week at Palo Alto. A 1 o'clock kickoff in that game. High formation now. 2 men split wide side to the left. Long count. Stevens, quick pitch back. Primus, the tailback, running right. Slides out of a tackle and goes out of bounds, crossing the 40 up to around the 4. Check at the 50. Out of bounds at about the Cougar 48-yard line.
Doing some real damage back there at that tailback position.
They're in the eye. 2 tight end offense. 1 man wide to the left, Paco Craig. Signals called. Gaston Green is the tailback now. Long count again by Stevens. Cougars drop a man off of the line. Here's the pitch back to Green. Starts left, accelerates, changes pace, ducks across the 45 and down near the 44-yard line, where he will be very close to, but I think just a little bit shy of a first down. He had a lineman out in front of him that time leading the way. Ray Villalobos led the way. And it's 4th down and inches, and the fans are chanting, go, 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 to the UCLA Bruins with the ball at the Cougar 44-yard line.
4th and 1, no doubt about it. I'd give it to your best back. Give it to Green off the right side. He's at 159 yards. Primus has had 51. Well over 200 yards in the context for the tailback for UCLA.
So the Bruins now, 4th down. Back. Jim Krakowski there to make the tackle for Washington State, but mark it at the 34, and a 7-yard advance on the pass play by UCLA. That is their 25th pass, and for the Bruins, that is their 14th completion. Out they come again in those light blue jerseys, gold helmets. Signals called at the Cougar 34, wide side to the left. They're on the right hash mark. Back starts right and cuts it back a little bit. Primus got just to the 35 and is knocked down. Rob Cleveland, the first man there, sitting on the ground with his arms around Primus's belt, holding on to him, and hauled him down at the 35-yard line. That's a 1-yard loss.
You look like an Indian guru sitting out there chanting some unique spells. Maybe it'll spell some time for Primus on the ground. That was just a nice play. Came in, wrapped him up, and then body slammed him. No gain, 3rd and 4.
Primus and Gaston Green, the outstanding tailbacks, are both juniors. They'll both be back for another year.
Great.
Stevens, the quarterback, is a senior, however, but Mel Farr, the starting fullback, is a junior. They're in the eye now. Here's Stevens, fakes to the tailback, rolls left, sets up, throws hard left side. That ball is caught by Craig at the 25 and out of bounds. Chased out by Hasty, James Hasty, and Ron Collins. but he got it to the 25-yard line. And that's a 10-yard gain and a first down. So through the air, the UCLA Bruins strike once again for a first down. That is their 12th passing first down. And the drive continues with 9:49 to go, but the clock stopped on the out-of-bounds play.
Well, that's tough. They're just putting a lot of pressure on the Cougar defense, and they're really doing it on the outside alleys. And it's interesting. You see Tim Rosenbaum warming up. Wonder if we're going to see him yet.
Jim was listed today as both a quarterback and a running back with Ed Tingstad out. Here's Stevens, throws a little hitch out to the right side, caught there by Anderson, trying to get away from somebody, and is hauled down. Irwin Chappelle with a good sure tackle, hauled him down just outside the 20-yard line. Put it on the 21, so only a 4-yard advance on that hitch pass out to the right side by quarterback Matt Stevens. Stevens, 6 feet, 185-pounder from Fountain Valley, California. Came into this game completing at a rate of 54%, almost 1,000 yards. Has had a great day today.
Anderson, 5 catches, 67 yards.
I formation, 2 tight end offense. Dorrell to the left side as a receiver. Long count by Matt Stevens at the 21-yard line. To the fullback on the quick hit in the middle, Greenwood. He broke the tackle, got away at the 15, to the 10, down to the 5-yard line with Strakowski hanging on. The Cougars had him wrapped up and stopped at the line of scrimmage. And somehow, 6'1", 205-pound senior Marcus Greenwood broke loose and fought his way to the Cougar 5 for a first and goal.
That's just a great play. I mean, he had 8 guys hanging on him for goodness sakes, and he just shook and rattled and rolled and just kept spinning, found some daylight, finally found out Thomason came in for the tackle. What can you say? Just, I mean, you know, it gets to a point where it's getting redundant here. They're just running the ball into the ground and into the end zone against Washington State.
At the 5-yard line after the 16-yard gain and a first down. Motion by Farr to the right side. Stevens fakes to Primus, rolls right, throws to the end zone, caught by Terrell. Touchdown UCLA at the pylon. Hasty hit the tight end, Garrett. But he fought his way to the pylon, and that's a touchdown. By rule definition, that pylon is out of bounds behind the goal line, and that's a touchdown. So the pass play, good for 5 yards and a score for the UCLA Bruins, as they once again went to the air to score. UCLA a touchdown. They'll try the extra point now with a score 46-16.
That was Tunnell's 4th catch for 40 yards and his first touchdown of the game.
All set, the lines are ready. Here's the snap, the spot. The kick is up. It is good. And so the score mounts to UCLA 47, Washington State 16 in the second half, as they've come back from 16-7 behind midway through the second quarter to lead 47-16. Here's the Bruin kickoff to Hasty. It will hit in the end zone and go through for a touchback. Cougars to the 20. Tim Rosenbaum now comes in at quarterback for Washington State. At least I presume it's quarterback, because he could play either spot, but I think he's taking over for Ed Blunt and will indeed be the quarterback, with Broussard and Porter as the split running backs behind him. Wide men both ways from the 20 for Washington State. Rosenbaum steps left, gives to Kerry Porter, weaving his way about 4 yards straight up on the left side. Down the blocking of Ken Kuiper, Ian Lindner, and brought the ball out to around the 24.
Well, if Jim Walton has any 31-point plays in his playbook, now's the time to break it out. They can sure use it with only 8:15 left here in the 4th quarter. It's a tough way. It's a long way to come back.
Whew, you bet. 47-16 UCLA, but what a comeback by the UCLA Bruins, who were down 16-7, and they just suddenly came to life and have really rolled to 40 straight points. And you can't let a team do that. Victor Wood is wide to the right, Kittrick Taylor out to the left for WSU. And here's Rosenbaum, the turn, fakes the handoff one side, goes back to the left, throws over an on-rushing lineman and couldn't get it, Taylor. Kittrick went sliding in front of the bench, but was well covered on the play by Craig Rutledge, who has played well at the strong safety for the UCLA Bruins. And the pass is incomplete, and the Cougars are now 5 for 13 through the air.
And you can credit a lot of that to the UCLA defense. They put pressure on the Washington State quarterbacks and the receivers all night long. They've just done an excellent job of playing pass defense, and when that happens, makes it tough to make any completions.
3 new wide receivers, a new tight end. Mitch Dillard, the tight end, comes in for Mel Orchard. And as usual, the Cougars change the trio of wide receivers. They're all out to the right. Porter goes in motion left. No running backs left. Back goes Rosenbaum to pass. Throws over the middle. It is tipped in the air and almost intercepted. That pass is incomplete. But it was tipped, and a UCLA man went up in the air and almost got it. It was Rutledge again. And they're just helping him up. He laid on his back for a while after not coming up with that ball. And finally, Kenny Norton went over and got him up. Probably just said, get up.
Yep.
And when Kenny Norton says that, you get up. Pass is incomplete. So the Cougars come to 4th down and 6 at their own 24-yard line. Meyer in to kick. Single safety back at his own 35-yard line for the UCLA Bruins. Now they'll drop some people out of there to block for the possible return. Here's the snap. Here's the rush. He gets away a low kick. It will be taken inside the 35 at the 33. Running right, Irvin cuts back left at the 40 and over the 40 to Bob Gregory. Got a hold of him at about the 41 or 2-yard line. And Gregory hauled him down. 42-yard kick, 7-yard return. Put it on the 42-yard line. And the Cougars are right back to 1, 2, 3 and out in their ball possession. UCLA at their own 42. They lead it 47-16. Back judge Dan Inveen, who's run 40 miles changing ends, has to get back down to the other end of the field now. Now already McCracken apparently at quarterback. New man in calling the signals for UCLA. He will run to the left side, pitch the ball back very well at the end of the tailback. Primus around the corner, and he is run out of bounds in front of the Cougar bench and grabbed by a couple of Cougar players over on the sidelines, but chased out there by Sean Landrum, principally, who pursued him to the sidelines, but he got to the 49-yard line.
Well, that's been an area of weakness all day long that UCLA has really capitalized on. They've just done an excellent job of blocking, a good blocking scheme, putting pressure, using their speed against Washington State's speed, and they've outflanked it.
Bruins at 491 yards of offense now for the day. They're in an I formation. McCracken, Brendan McCracken at quarterback. Has the ball, fakes to the fullback, breaking by, runs left, broke a tackle, down to the 45, the 40, the 39, and I think that puts him at 500 yards. As McCracken kept the ball and ran left, and Landrum finally made the tackle as they'll put him down at the Washington State 39-yard line. So a 12-yard gain on the run for the UCLA Bruins. They now have 12 first downs rushing and 12 first downs passing, and 503 yards unofficially on the offensive tables. Brendan McCracken. They also have a new receiver now. David Clinton is in. 5'7", 180-pound senior. He'll be short side to the left with a slot inside him. The slot man goes back in motion. That's Mike Farr. Ball dropped by the quarterback. A scramble for it. And I think that McCracken himself got on the ball as he lost the snap from the center. And I'm not even sure that Joe Goebel, the starting center, is still in there, as the Bruins have made a lot of change. Yep, Goebel is in. So it was Goebel who snapped the ball. They lost a yard.
That was just a bad exchange right there. McCracken never got the ball. Just hit him. Fell straight to the ground. A couple of Cougars had a chance at it. McCracken just fell back on it. I think he may have picked up a yard the way things have been going.
47-16. UCLA, 6:22 to go in the ball game here in the Arroyo Seco as the shadows begin to reach the sidelines now on the west side. Sun beginning to drop down over the rim of the Arroyo Seco Canyon. Signals called out of an eye. McCracken turns, going to run it right. Corner open for a moment. He ducks inside, lost the ball, scrambled for it, and who's got it? Primus, I think, the tailback. He was the trailer on the play. McCracken was faking the pitch to him when he turned and lost the ball. And Primus just followed on through, made the recovery down at the 30-yard line, a yard short of a first down.
And add insult to injury, he picked up an extra 5 yards. It looked like Kevin Thomason came in, stripped the ball from McCracken. The ball popped out, heading down towards the Cougar goal line. Then Primus jumps on and picks up 5 yards. Yeah, things are going super for Washington State right now in this ball game.
Flanker Bob Garibaldi goes out of the game. He's the son of former San Francisco Giants bonus pitcher Bob Garibaldi out of Stockton, California. Here's the handoff now. McCracken to Primus, slams through, slanting from right to left, and down to the 25-yard line for a first down. So Primus on the carry for 5. And right now, again, the UCLA offense is just hacking and slashing at the flanks of the Washington State defense.
Well, Jim Walden really hit it on the head when he said he definitely do not want to have to play UCLA when they're getting in gear. They've just been super. They started out kind of slow here and have just come roaring back. And boy, they're going to be tough here in the Pac-10. It's going to come right down to the end again.
They kicked in the blowers somewhere along the way. I'll tell you, they went beyond overdrive after they got down 16-7. Wide men to both sides. Ball at the 25. Bruins with a first down. Here's the turn. The pitch left now to Primus around the left side of the 25. Had his feet cut out from under him on a good tackle by James Hasty, who may have hurt his shoulder or his arm in making that tackle. Hasty perhaps got a stinger that time as he made the stop, diving into the feet of the ball carrier at the 21-yard line. So a 4-yard advance, 260 yards this half, 521 yards in the ball game for the UCLA Bruins on offense. Clinton will go left. Mike Farr, a freshman and the younger brother of Mel Farr, the fullback, goes out to the right side. Split backs. McCracken barking out the signals at the line of scrimmage just outside the 21, gives the ball to Primus, goes right, and dives it over the 20 down to the 18-yard line. That was Primus on the carry for 3. As the Bruins are content to not only move the ball, but to move the clock. It's down to 4:08.
Well, it's a pretty simple offense. It's either McCracken or Primus out of the 7 plays. Primus has carried 4 times, McCracken's carried 3. So it doesn't take much to figure out what UCLA's trying to do. They're just trying to eat the clock up and move this down and put this game out of reach if it's not already.
I'll show them. I'll just put my chart with the names on it away. We'll just go with McCracken or Primus. What the heck? Cougar defense trying to read that, of course, and about the time you commit everything to it, then somebody else comes firing up through there with the ball, and you're in bad trouble. All right, they're ready at the 18-yard line. It is 3rd down and 3, and they may have taken too much time as we have whistles blowing down on the field. Now there's a flag down back at the far sideline, so a 5-yard walk-off will bring it back out to the 23-yard line. The Cougars in their white road jerseys, the red numerals, crimson red pants, gray helmets, will play against the Cardinal of Stanford next week. And for those of you who have been checking schedules, that game has been changed from a 1:30 to a 1 o'clock start anyway, but you sure would have then. All right, 3rd down now and 8 yards to go. Back goes McCracken, quarterback draw. He's down to the 20, the 15. He's close to the 10-yard line and does have a 1st down. He got hammered down hard that time as he got down close to the 10-yard line, and Kevin Thomason was there to put a shoulder pad, I think, in his mouth that time and put him down. He's on the 11, 12-yard gain and a 1st down. That
was just a nice design play. Quarterback draw looked a lot like Ed Blunt. He used to do that all the time. McCracken just dropped straight back, took it right up the middle. Good blocking. UCLA has really dominated the game up front, both offensively and defensively on that line. Those guys have done a great job up front, giving the quarterbacks and the running backs holes and protection to run behind.
And I think as the warm afternoon has worn on, the superiority has gotten more and more.
Hey, it's tough.
Oh, it sure is. All right, here we go again from the eye on a 1st down. Handoff. This is Primus, who weaves his way through the middle and down to the 7-yard line. And down goes Primus with a tackle made for the Washington State Cougars by Titus Jackson, the linebacker. Jackson got him, but he's on the 7-yard line. That's a 4-yard advance. And it'll be 2nd down and about 6 yards to go. They have to go to the 1 for the 1st down, and they're at the 7. So 2nd and 6. They're changing receivers. Garibaldi goes out again. And ball at the Washington State 7-yard line. UCLA leading 47-16, 2:10 to go. Split backs for the Bruins. Here's the handoff now to Primus. Primus off the right side, broke a tackle and scrambles down to the 2-yard line. Primus was hit at around the 5 or 6, slipped away from Artie Holmes, and got down to the 2-yard line. So a 5-yard gain on that run, and the Bruins just continue to grind toward the goal. And their problem is now that I don't think they really, of necessity, want to score again, but they're so close now that with a minute and 44 to go, they almost can't miss.
Well, it's like the same old thing. You know, the first string unit isn't there doing it all day long. Second unit wants to come and do the same thing. To give you an idea, Primus had 2 carries in the 1st half. He's had 14 this half, and it's the same thing. You got fresh legs in there. They want to run hard. They want to score also.
Bruins split 2 men to the wide side right. They'll bring one in motion back to the left at the I formation. Here's the pitch to the tailback, Primus, out the left side, and breezes into the end zone to score. Touchdown, UCLA. As Primus carries around the left side the last 2 yards, and that came with 1 minute and 22 seconds left to go. He came around the left end, picked up 2, and a touchdown for the UCLA Bruins to make it 53-16. And the Bruins now get an opportunity to try to make it 54. And they will be kicking the extra point. And this was one of those ball games that started off with the Cougars in high gear and in control of the game. But as the day wore on, the Bruins wore them down and finally just took complete command in the 2nd half. The Cougars have just barely moved the ball for 52 yards in the 2nd half. The extra point kick is up. It is good. And with 1:21 to go, it is Washington State 16, UCLA 54. is a touchback, and the Cougars again will start at their own 20-yard line. You'd be amazed how few plays the Cougars have run offensively in the second half for their 52-yard total. Tim Rosenbaugh at quarterback. A minute 21 to go. They ran a second off during the try for point. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end, Mel Orchard. Fights his way near the 30, close to a first down, but I think inches shy. It'll be second down. So about a 10-yard gain. Short 10 for the Cougars on the pass. Tim Rosenbaugh to Mel Orchard, the big sophomore from Evanston, Wyoming.
I think the offensive stats are going to be unbelievable in terms of UCLA with domination, but they just held on to the ball. Time of possession will be huge, and first downs will be huge.
Cougars have never really had good field position in the second half, and when they did get the ball, they've not been able to improve their field position very much. Here's the snap. Back goes Rosenbaugh again, sets up. Timmy overrun, tries to pull away, fights for a couple of yards back toward the line of scrimmage, and is down at the 28-yard line. The man who got him was Doug Wassel, a 249-pound junior who made the tackle at the 28-yard line. So a 2-yard loss. And the Cougars come to 3rd and 2 on this, I'm sure, final possession. Might be final play, down to 18 seconds and counting. Split backs behind Tim Rosenbaugh at the 18. Back he goes to pass. Sets up. Here's the rush. Throw in the middle. The ball is caught out to the 40-yard line. And a first down for the Cougars and timeout. Orchard caught the ball at the 40. That is a 12-yard passing gain for Washington State. And it is a first down, the 5th through the air and the 12th overall in the game. Now the Cougars ready again, in a hurry with 6 seconds to go. Crank up the clock, says the referee. Back goes Rosenbaugh, throws right side. Ball caught by James. He got out of bounds, but the clock says it's over.